100 Most Common English Proverbs. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. We try to keep our kids busy with various jobs and activities during their summer break. An idle brain is the devil's workshop, after all. You should give your daughter something to do in the afternoon, after all. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. We need to figure out something constructive for Tom to do in the afternoons after school. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Great minds think alike. Both of us suggested similar solutions for this problem. Indeed, great minds think alike. Oh, you wanted to see that movie, too? Great minds think alike. Tom and I both brought the same gift to Sarah's party. Great minds think alike, I guess. Great minds think alike. The pen is mightier than the sword. The journalists proved to the world that ultimately the pen is mightier than the sword. This newspaper works on the belief that the pen is mightier than the sword. If our ancestors had not believed that the pen is mightier than the sword, then we probably would have not been here now. The pen is mightier than the sword. Birds of a feather flock together. Both of them are computer geeks, no wonder they are best friends. As they say, birds of a feather flock together. I knew you and John would get along well, seeing as you both enjoy science fiction so much. Birds of a feather flock together. The team is divided into people from the same region batting against each other. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. The couple reunited after almost a year and understood that the absence had made their hearts grow fonder. Their story is absurd because they fought so much when they met, and yet absence made their heart grow fonder. We'll see if absence makes the heart grow fonder after our time apart. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Facing the possibility that his marriage might be over, John began visiting psychics to help him decide what to do. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Scott thinks this faith healer will cure his baldness. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Since the allopathic medicines have not been able to help him, he is now trying homeopathic for a cure. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. He has become the head of the department in his office despite his lack of skills and exposure. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. When I joined the local chess club, I thought that all the rest of the players would be experts, but it's a new club for beginners and I'm the best player. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. How on earth did Joe get promoted to be head of his department? He's such a blunderer. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Empty vessels make the most sound. Rather than help the siblings resolve the fight, he kept interfering and inciting them. An empty vessel makes much noise. Of course, silly old Mia babbles constantly. Empty vessels make the most sound. I suspect Amy is not very smart. She chatters constantly, and as they say, empty vessels make the most sound. Empty vessels make the most sound.
Ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I just decide to ignore the news for a few days. Ignorance is bliss, I tell you. I didn't know that the neighbor next door was involved in criminal activities. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. When it comes to what my kids end up eating at their grandparents' house, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
It's never too late to mend.
I know you haven't talked to Carly in years, but it is never too late to mend. Why don't you try calling her?
I still miss Tony, but it's been a year since our big fight and we haven't spoken to each other since. Well, it's never too late to mend. Why don't you call him up and apologize? It's never too late to mend. An idle brain is the devil's workshop. Great minds think alike. The pen is mightier than the sword. Birds of a feather flock together. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Empty vessels make the most sound. Ignorance is bliss. It's never too late to mend. Speak English like a native speaker. Welcome to English Free Channel, www.foryouenglishfree.com.